Okay, so punta tayo dito. So design a square tide column is to support an axial dead load of 575 kN and axial live load of 795. So assume yung FC prime is 27.6 megapascal and then yung Fy niya is 414 megapascal. Use 28 millimeter main bars and 10 millimeter na lateral ties. Okay, so first is we need to assume what value for our steel ratio na kailangan nating gamitin sa design. No? So basta alam natin that is 1% minimum to 8% maximum, no? Allowed by NACP code. So ideally, so pinakamaganda is 1.5% to 3% na design. Yeah, ideal. So bakit? Kasi example, kasi yung column size natin, pag malaki yung column size natin, liliit yung requirements natin for steel area, di ba? Kasi sobrang laki ng column section. Pero ayaw natin ng ganun, no? Gusto na kung as much as possible, mas maliit yung column na kaya niyang i-resist yung load na i-apply natin. So mas maganda yun, no? Kung mas liliit. Kaya ideally, andyan dapat tayo na range na just to have an allowance. Kasi pangit pag diretso 8%, no? So wala ka ng allowance kung if ever gusto mong baguhin yung dimension. Anyway, so ideal naman yan. So assume ko na lang na yung gagamitin ko to be used is 2%. So depende yan sa'yo, no? Kung ikaw yung designer, so depende yan sa'yo kung ano yung gagamitin mong steel ratio. So since yung ginamit ko is 2%, so thus yung AST ko dyan is just equal to steel ratio times nung gross area. So we have 0.02 nung gross area. Now yung PU, so that is phi nung PN. Okay? And then yung PN natin, that is just 0.8 nung PO, no? Then yung PO dinerive natin yan sa previous na mga video. So we have phi nung 0.8 and then multiply natin nung 0.85 nung FC prime area gross minus EST plus FY EST. Okay? So yan na, no? So where yung phi is 0.7 for 2001 NACP code and that is 0.65 for 2010 or 2015 NACP code. So yung PU naman, since meron lang tayong dead load tsaka live load, so dyan lang ako kukuha ng load combination. Okay, so yung PU ko na actual, so yan din yung gagamitin ko na PU. Kailangan siyang i-equal yung tawag niyan, yung ultimate design capacity ko dun sa actual capacity ko, no? Kailangan ko siyang i-equate para makuha ko yung kailangan kong design, no? So this is 1.4 nung dead load plus 1.7 nung live load. So we have 1.4 nung 575 and 1.7 nung 795. Okay? So this is based on 2001 NACP code. And if we use yung 2010 or 2015, so 1.2 nung dead load plus 1.6 nung live load, so we have 1.2 nung 575 plus 1.6 nung 795. This is based on 2010 or 2015 NACP code. Okay? So yung value na to is just equal to, nakumpitin ko muna. So, yung value niya is, wait lang, kumpitin ko muna. So, I have 1.4 times 575 plus 1.7 times 795. So, thus, yung sagot nito is 2156.5. And then, yung unit dito, kilonewton. So, this is kilonewton. This is based on 2001 NECP code. Then, dito naman, yung 1.2 and 1.6. That is 1962 kilonewton. This is based on 2010 NECP code. So, ngayon, no? So, copy ko lang ulit yung formula na to. Copy ko yan. Paste ko na lang yan dito. So, this is equal to PU. Equals nito. So, gamitin ko na lang yung based on 2001 NECP code. Okay. So, meron akong 2156.5. Okay. So, gawin ko na lang tong Newton. So, times 10 to the power of 3. So, Newton to lahat. Yung phi natin based on 2001 is 0.7. So, I'll be using 0.7 times 0.8. And then, we have 0.85 times FC prime na 27.6 times yung gross area natin. So, di pa natin alam. So, i-check ko na lang yan. And then, yung EST natin, ito yan, no? So, we have 0.02 nung area gross plus yung FY na 414 multiply by EST, that is 0.02 nung gross area. Okay? So, makompute na natin yung gross area. So, computing ko muna. 2156.5 times 10 times 10 to the power of 3 alpha equal nung 0.7 times 0.8. Then, multiply ko lang nung 0.85 times 27.6 times alpha x minus 0.02 nung alpha x. Okay, and then I have 414 times 0.0202 alpha x. Shift solve for x. So I have 146.605 square millimeter. Okay. So based on 2010 NECP code, so meron akong 1962 times 10 to the power of 3. And then, sa 2010 or 2015, 0.65 yung gagamitin. This is same lang ata yung 2010 tsaka 2015. Parang wala namang nagbago sa formula. Yung nagbago lang ata sa 2015 is yung sa spandrel beam. Yun lang ata yung nagbago. So, I have tsaka pwede na yung finite element analysis sa 2015. Inaalaw na. Okay, so I have sa 2015 0.65. So, I have 0.65 times 0.8. So, same formula. Yung nagbago lang talaga is yung phi. Plus 414 0.02. So, yung reduction factor lang talaga yung nagbago. Okay? So, meron na tayong area gross based on 2010 or 2015. So, palitan ko na lang to ng load na 1962. 1962. 62. Okay. And then, ito, naging conservative lang, no? Bumaba siya ng 0.05. So, shift solve. So, I have 120,658.151 square millimeter. Okay, so, alam na natin yung dimension ngayon nung tight column. Okay? So, sa 2001 NECP code, yung AG niya is ito yan, copy ka na lang. Okay, so is area gross. So, equal ko na lang nung alpha x squared. So, meron akong x. That is just square root lang nung 123,146.605. So, we have 351. Okay? So, 351 mm. Okay, so meron na tayong dimension na 351 by 351 mm. So for 2010 or 2015 NECP code, so yung gross niya is ito. So kopyahin ko na lang yan. And then, paste ko na lang yan dito. And, so, this is just equal to x squared. So, thus, we have square root lang nung 120658.151. So, I have 340 7.36 mm. Okay. So, gawin ko na lang say 348 mm. So, meron na tayong dimension na 348 mm. Diba? Makikita mo yung kaibahan nung 2001 tsaka 2010 or 2015. Nagiging conservative lang talaga yung dimension. Pinapaliit niya. Kasi parang masyadong malaki yung mga safety factor na nilagay sa 2001. So, parang inaalaw natin dito yung mas economical section at saka pasok man din sa ductility na requirements. Diba? Okay, so next is yung number of bars. Okay? So, alam natin sa unang assumption natin na yung EST is just 0.02 nung gross area. Diba ito yan? So, meron na tayong uh, 0.02. So, i-base ko na yan siya dito sa dimension ko kasi ni-round off ko na eh. So, 351 squared. Okay? And then dito naman is 0.02348 squared. So yung EST na yan is just number of bars pi over 4 diameter of bar squared. And gusto nating makuha yung number of bars, and gusto nyong ipagamit is 28 millimeter diameter. So pi over 4 28 squared. So thus meron tayong 0.02 nung 351 squared is just equal to number of bars pi over 4 28 squared. So ma-solve natin yung number of bars na kailangan natin. So ganun din dito, is equivalent to number of bars pi over 4 28 squared. So meron tayong number of bars. Kumpitin ko muna. So I have 0.02 times 351 squared alpha equal nung alpha x times shift pi over 4 times 28 squared, shift solve. So 4 bars needed. And dito naman sa kabila 48, shift solve. So 4 bars pa rin. Di ba? So same lang yung number of bars nila. Mas maliit lang yung dimension ng isa. Yeah? So yan. So okay na yung dimension natin. So kailangan natin ng 4 na bars. So let's say ito yan. So yan. Okay, so next natin kukunin is yung spacing ng ties. So spacing of lateral ties. Okay, so yung spacing is just the smallest value, kasi spacing always round down yan, or yung pinakamaliit basta spacing, no? Mas maliit yung spacing, mas safe. Okay, so kunin na natin yung 16 times nung diameter of the main bars. So 16 times 28 and 48 times diameter of the lateral tie. And lateral tie na gusto nyong ipagamit is 10. So yun yung gagamitin natin. So we have 48 times 10. Okay, and then we have also the less column dimension. So sa 2001, that is 351 mm. Sa 2010, that is 348. So ilan yung 16 times 48? 28 rather. 448. And then dito is 480 mm. Okay, so for 2001 NSAP code, so use 10 millimeter diameter lateral ties, space at 351 mm on center. And for 2010 or 2015 NSAP code, so use 10 millimeter diameter lateral ties, space at 348 millimeter on center. So yan na, no? So yan lang yung pag mag-design based on axial load. Okay? Axial load. Sige, so see you in the next video. Thank you.